Life is like coffee, bitter yet exhilarating, as Teddy and Old Moss sit on the couch, one drinking. Teddy admits a one-night stand with Old Ma's wife, who's now pregnant. Old Ma decides to let it go, as he'll help raise the child. Old Ma put him in jail before. Now it's even, both are free. Old Ma thinks it over and tells Teddy to keep it a secret, and Teddy immediately agrees, thinking, anything for you, boss. Uncle King invites Naima, shows a painting. Naima knows it's genuine and prepares to uncover it. He tells Uncle Ken to remove the canvas, and after prying off all the nails, voila, a whole new painting hidden underneath. The painting shows him and his father gazing up at an apartment building, like stars twinkling in the dark, pulling at the heartstrings. Naima shares her past, escaping from domestic abuse, dreaming of eloping with Kian's dad, only to be protected the whole way. Uncle Kian reminisces about that year when Dad asked him to wait outside the apartment, and as night fell, he watched the police haul Dad away. Soon after, the old man passed away in prison. What a twist. Meanwhile, Maybad checks out an old podcast episode by Star Sister. This episode features a girl named Nonna, with Star Sister narrating the tale in first person. She often visits a bar in Canary Island, where she meets a cop who's passionate about boxing. A combo as perfect as coffee and donuts. Maybad immediately thinks of flashy guy William and hops in a cab to Star Sister's studio to dig for info about the last podcast. Dio pushes Maybad out, but Maybad insists on a case, suspecting Star Sister is linked to Bonnie's case. Siopa just shrugs it off and walks away. Maybad rushes after her, asking if Siopa knows anything, leaving an air of intrigue and sparkle in her wake. Because in Baker Butler, life is like a carousel, spinning every time I bump into someone new. Everything snowballs from there, getting bigger and bigger. Oh boy, what a mess. Nonna changes her name to Siopa and lives a simple life as the mayor's personal secretary, with one hobby, listening to Star Sister's podcasts. Faced with last time's harassment, she only finds excuses, but when she gets home, it's back to the tough dad to talk about endless drama. Determined to leave the small town, Nonna brands Siopa and heads straight to New York, knocking on Star Sister's office door. In the role of the audience, she shares her story, and Star Sister thinks, hey, this isn't half bad, but this story needs a twist, just harassment won't cut it. We need the mayor in on a murder plot to go viral. Siopa nods in agreement, and when her story airs, it blows everyone away. From then on, Siopa becomes Star Sister's assistant, and Uncle Kiang finds it fascinating, vaguely recalling that episode. After airing, it creates quite the buzz. Who knew Star Sister had this kind of flair? Now she's plotting to kill Bonnie and frame everyone else. Maybad thinks it can't be that simple. What's the deal with CC in Shashirajai? They still haven't figured it out, so Old Moss suggests bringing Siopa out. She must know something juicy. So, the trio invites Siopa to Siomelon restaurant. Uncle Kian asks how to get Star Sister to drop her guard, and Siopa's ready with the scoop. She replies almost instantly that Star Sister hates money counting and can't stand slow-motion replays. One glimpse and she shakes like a leaf. Just as she finishes, Star Sister's call comes in, urging Siopa back to the studio, raising the tension. She asks what they want. Siopa gets a sandwich. Maybad's phone rings, and she explains the meaning of CC in Shahirajai. As night falls, the BMW crew summons the neighbors to Bonnie's place, planning a live show with Star Sister. What a spectacle for the viewers. The season finale of the Building murder case is decided to be presented live to viewers, creating an atmosphere full of tension and excitement all around. Half an hour later, the stars align, and through Siopa, they tell Star Sister they've cracked the case and are ready to reveal the killer tonight. For Star Sister, it's all about the views. As soon as she hears the news, she races to the scene with Siopa and equipment. Alice is the last to arrive, and Star Sister can't wait to ask who the killer is, while Uncle Ken calmly narrates Bonnie's last day. Even though he wasn't a fan of Bonnie, that old lady spent half her life for the building and wanted to celebrate with them before the end. What a regret. The killer was already celebrating when Bonnie returned, stealing a knife and forcing her into the basement to meet her doom, before making a clean getaway. Star Sister urges Uncle Kang not to keep them in suspense any longer and quickly reveal who the killer is. Uncle Kang promises that it was all resolved through the help of a police officer who loves dogs now. That's quite a twist. This makes zero sense. Why on earth would I do anything? Stop. No more faking, Imeltar here. Uncle Kiang refuses the boring game, pulls out a prepared tomato, and reveals Star Sister's backstory. Last year, Star Sister signed a $30 million bet, but the show's ratings just weren't cutting it. When they kicked off the building murder case, Star Sister went chasing trends non-stop, but once the incident wrapped, she was out of ideas. To win the bet, Star Sister masterminded the Bonnie case, propelling the show back onto the trending page. Uncle Kiang is on a roll. Star Sister looks at the squished tomato and feels like a million ants are crawling on her. It's unbearable, and she finally confesses. I forgot I don't admit to anything. Why? Because she simply can't. Uncle Kiang rushes to Maybelle for answers. The truth is about to unfold. Maybelle thinks Old Ma's script is a total flop and turns to point at Alice, declaring the true killer of Bonnie is this artist. Framing him was her plan to boost the piece's value. Blood and art can double the worth. Alice is about to burst out laughing. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.